U.S. intelligence agency mind control.
Survived, including Lynch's wife. Cutfield and his 8 surviving crew members have made no public comment yet on the disaster.
No.
Telegram, founded in 2013, is a messaging and social media application similar to WhatsApp or Signal. These apps offer an encrypted service, which means texts are scrambled into code, making them secure before they are sent, and later decrypted for the intended recipient to read. That makes it popular among those wishing to avoid prying eyes. Telegram, however, isn't the most secure option because users have to turn on secret chats to have messages encrypted, and it doesn't apply to groups or broadcast channels.
Jesus fucking Christ. Amazing. 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 Do you know what the limbic system is?
Yeah, it's
This
fucking...
is
Yeah.
This is actually fucking hilarious, right? Its various components support a variety of functions, including emotion, behavioral, long-term memory, and olfaction. Do you know what olfaction is?
Yeah, it's like smelling.
It's smell.
Yeah.
What a surprise.
You want a brain
But the app still claims to have close to 1 billion.
Jews have special powers because they have super noses, apparently. Why did I not see that connection coming?
Billion users globally, and it's particularly popular in Ukraine and Russia, where it's become a wartime communication tool. Now it has everyone talking.
From the yoga side of shit, because there's that whole interjection of like yoga into the fascist rhetoric now.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Its 39-year-old Russian founder, Pavel Durov, was arrested in France on Saturday, accused of being complicit in unlawful activity on the platform, including organised crime, child pornography, drug trafficking, and fraud.
Yes, there is child prostitution on Telegram, but you also find it on Snapchat. Yes, there is arms trafficking on Telegram, but you find it almost everywhere. Drugs are sold on Telegram, but you will find that on Facebook too. When you welcome hundreds of millions of users to your platform, there are inevitably people who are completely outside the framework of the law.
Telegram issued a statement saying it is absurd to claim that a platform or its owner is responsible for abuse of that platform. The Telegram founder, nicknamed Russia's Mark Zuckerberg, became a French citizen in 2021, and his arrest is seen as the largest action taken by a government to hold a tech company to account.
It's so ironic. I literally wrote the first part of the news script with this story, and it's even more ironic because he fled Russia because he was having information issues and like identity problems, encryption issues, spying issues from the Russian state, left, went to France, and is now being arrested by France for the same shit that he ran from Russia from. So that's pretty ironic. But France says it's not political. We'll see.
It's as much a symbol as it is an event. It is a sign that there's a willingness now to tackle social media platforms in a way that has not historically happened.
Some see Mr. Durov's arrest as an attempt by the West to gain control of Telegram, which is based in the UAE. French President Emmanuel Macron said the arrest was not politically motivated and that France is deeply committed to freedom of expression and communication.
Just going to say this. Our coverage is going to be better than that.
Some breaking news right now. We're just learning that the CEO of Telegram was charged by French prosecutors after being detained earlier this week. Pavel Durov has been charged with enabling various forms.
He's also now out on bail.
Of criminality on the platform. He's been released on a €5 million bail, but he has to stay in France. He's going to report to police twice a week. In a statement Wednesday, the Paris prosecutor's office said that Telegram had almost completely failed to respond to its legal requests for user data in prosecuting cybercrime cases. You remember Durov was detained Saturday after stepping off a plane in Paris. Telegram didn't immediately respond to NBC's request for comment. Let's bring in Kevin Collier with more on today's developments. Kevin, nice to see you. What more do we know?
We know this is completely unprecedented for the leader of a major tech company to be arrested, charged with a large series of crimes related to criminality on the platform. Also, Telegram is pretty unique. Unlike any other major platform, it simply has a policy of just not responding to government requests for people who are committing fraud, people who are trading sexualized images of child abuse, things like that. So this is uncharted legal territory that we're looking at here.
Yeah, why should the company who signed a contract with their user hand over anything to the government, regardless of what it is, right? Why? If the contract is between the user and the company has an encrypted service, I would expect them to tell governments to go fuck themselves.
If you want more than just the one story, because that story is like 7 minutes, that's the...
Yeah.
So you just search that on YouTube, it'll give you new stories about it.
If it's the 7-minute one, it should be more than enough time.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's not really, like, what else can we get into with it, you know?
Yeah. But like, you know what I mean, though? Like, with encrypted services, I'd be annoyed if an encrypted service willingly gave my information up to a state. So regardless of what it is, I don't see an issue with what...
The question is, how does the Pirate Party feel about this?
That would be an interesting question. Oh my God.
Even really serious crimes like, human trafficking and trafficking of children in some cases, not only just the images of children. So it's the policy of Telegram not to cooperate with law enforcement when they're trying to investigate these crimes?
On the Telegram website, they say they have shared
worms in your
0
brain,
bytes of
honestly.
data about users with...
Keep
Yeah, it's the I don't talk to cops policy. It's pretty solid.
any government in any circumstance, which is completely, out of the pale with the way any other, not just American website works, but TikTok, Chinese apps, European apps, they all kind of play ball, at least with severe crimes. When prosecutors get a warrant and say, hey, this is a particular user you at least turn over what you have on this person. And Telegram has not. So this is new territory for him to be arrested, but it's not entirely surprising that Durov would be the one to kind of attract this law enforcement attention.
So I could see if it's like post arrest and a judge fills out an entire warrant and
for the information.
Yeah, it goes to the court and then they issue the warrant.
Sure.
But to take the info and then use it as evidence for an arrest, that's completely different because also not only it should be a warrant, but they in court they like subpoena hard drives and stuff for evidence.
Yes, they do. Yeah,
that's more where I think if they were to comply, that would be the range where it's okay.
Yeah, I generally agree. Like, if you get and that's more what I'm saying is, like, unless it's subpoenaed or it's like a high court order, Telegram should tell them to go fuck themselves. Just the general policy of get a warrant.
I think that's why they're upset about it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Also, you shut the fuck up.
Scrutiny. So where does it go from here?
Well, he's out on bail. I'm sorry, he's been offered bail. We think he's out on bail, but he can't leave the country.
Can you get a fucking confirmation, bro?
What the fuck up?
Why are you scared of just saying Jews? We know that's what you mean. Just say it. I don't understand. There's no language restrictions on our channel. Say what you want to say. Stop being a coward.
We are waiting for the next steps in the court process.
All right, Kevin Collier, thank you so much. I know you'll keep following it for us. Thanks.
Telegram CEO and co-founder Pavel Durov.
If they don't dog whistle.
10 years.
The best
spend
rhetoric
up to
is
10 years behind bars.
I have to say when people don't know what the fuck you're talking about because you have to talk in code like you're a fucking teen on TikTok trying not to get banned.
Authorities are accusing him of allowing criminal activity on his popular encrypted app. Durov is facing multiple charges and he must remain in France during the investigation.
Okay.
As CBS News senior foreign correspondent Holly Williams reports, the case against the tech CEO is unlike any other. Hey there, Errol and Lana. This case is extremely unusual. A tech multi-billionaire, that's Pavel Durov, the founder of the Telegram messaging app, has been indicted because of criminal activity on his platform. French prosecutors accused Durov of being complicit in the dissemination
that was a mistake.
Weird.
Child pornography, as well as drug trafficking and fraud. Now, to be clear, they're not saying Durov was actively involved in those crimes, but the Telegram app enables users to encrypt their messages, making it difficult for authorities to monitor them. And prosecutors say Durov has not cooperated in criminal investigations.
Okay, we got that.
We get it.
Tens of thousands of people.
British people. Well, they're Georgian.
No, it's Georgia.
Ooh.
100 homes following months.
Crisis averted.
At this hour, SoCal Edison has turned off power service to about 140 homes in the Portuguese Bend area. The power shutoff started at noon. It's unclear for how long this will last. Gas service to those homes was already shut off about a month ago.
The evacuation warning was issued yesterday. Shutoffs began today in Portuguese Bend amid worsening landslides that have accelerated across nearly 700 acres of the neighborhood following heavy rains last spring. The slides have caused damage to homes, roads, and utilities. Down power lines recently caused a fire. An emergency assistance center has been set up for affected families at Ladera Linda Community Center.
Eyewitness News reporter Sophie Flay is live
It's
in.
so cool because, like, when have we had this since, like, Centralia, you know?
Yes.
Where the entire town has to be abandoned, and there's going to be, like, 4 old people still living there 20 years from now.
Makers, right, calling for more state assistance, even a visit from the governor, right?
Yeah, that's right, you guys. And this is a nightmare situation for people living here. There is an evacuation warning in effect, and we did see some people pack up their cars and head out. But most residents I spoke to say they are staying here because they're nervous about their homes being broken into with no power, no street lights.
Are you aware of a CIA psychological profile about you, sir? Would you be interested in hearing what the CIA had to say? This secret study portrays as a brilliant but dangerous megalomaniac who is likely to pursue his own aims in disregard of U.S. interests. He's an uncertain ally. Shall I go on, or would you prefer that I stop, sir?